everyone? Welcome back to our stream. We're doing some more goddamn Humblewood. Hell yeah, it's been a long week, and I think we're all ready to just get into it and play our favorite animal characters. But before we begin, I want to plug something really cool for you guys. Uh, we got Home Away from Home Art is an Etsy channel that our one of our previous players has started up to help herself. It's got cute ass fucking stickers. Goddamn, like look at that. It's a transgender pride fishy. Hell yeah, and there's some more other things like so cute.
Not one of those stickers is an ass.
Not yet, they're not. We're gonna have to get on that, you know. But yeah, no, look at all of this. It's so beautiful. Yeah, just go check them out on Etsy. It's Home Away from Home. If you need the link, it can be found on the Carpe Nerdus Twitter page, and also coming soon, posted to the Twitch page as well. But yeah, let's get back into it, guys.
You know, you should have some evil sales, ass. Just
You know, you can talk to Rachel if you want customized stickers for the stream.
Rachel would do it for me. She loves me.
She wants to fight you after you talk shit. She's like, Kevin wants to fucking throw these catch these goddamn hands. Yeah. Oh my god. But yes, guys, we're back into it, and I'm gonna let these guys introduce themselves. Let's start with Kevin. Fucking go for it.
I'm Kevin. I play Durf, the Dirtmancer Hedge. I bury bodies, and I'm generally terrified of everyone around me right now because they're either legitimately scary or at least untrustworthy. So I have a lot to worry about. One of the things I don't have to worry about is who goes next, because that's Katie.
I knew it was going to be me. It's not my fault. I mean, it is. So, I play Urchirpine, which is a little mouse character. She's an artificer. So far, like, that's really it. I'll pass to Derek.
Hello, I'm Derek. I play Esmond, the cleric of the group. I'm a Mopok. I like to smoke cigars and tell dad jokes. So maybe we'll see a few of those. Maybe we won't. Depends on how much you guys pay me not to make them. So, Oliver.
I am Oliver, and I'm playing Hart, a pronghorn servant, which is basically a 7-foot-tall deer with huge antlers. I'm a barbarian of some sort, and I'm the party strong guy, basically.
You're the party broomstick.
Yeah, pretty much. The one that frightens everyone. Which leaves us with Soft.
I'm Soft. I played B, a raptor paladin, and the only avian in this group.
Terrifying.
Terrifying. And I am Nick, the DM, and I'm here to just kind of set the stage for you guys, and you can do whatever the hell you want, but I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit of guidance as we go along. So let's set the stage. We are back at the tavern. You guys were last seen, basically, you were given room keys. You all wanted separate rooms for the night. I believe it was already paid up in full, so you should be good for the night.
I paid for it, yeah.
Yep, and so you are now basically in the midst of ordering food. There's a few different options that you can kind of get on the menu, but it's still early in the night, so you can either choose to stay here for the rest of the night, or you can go around the village and kind of explore the shops that they have.
What sort of shops are we talking about?
So there's actually a couple. We have a couple of just normal odds and ends shops. We have an apothecary, a bookbindery, and Eliza, who is actually set up in the center with her cart. Basically, the apothecary, if you need to stock up on some health potions or anything like that, they have those. Bookbindery, they've got a few uh, read at your leisure books or magic scrolls if you do need them for combat. And Eliza has odds and ends sometimes. You just have to catch her on a good day to see if she actually has what you want.
I can't think of anything I need, but I kind of feel like a good browse is in order.
Okay.
I don't really have a whole lot of money, but I'll basically follow anyone else who looks like they're wandering off at this point. And if I see any opportunities to make some quick cash with an odd job, someone who needs an extremely strong 7-foot tall deer to do some physical labor, I'm going to make that offer.
Okay, excellent.
I'm used to doing odd jobs, so.
Right now, it's a little too late in the evening for anyone to really be offering odd jobs, but you can see that being an opportunity come the morning. It's probably about 7:30ish. You estimate the shops are going to be open for another hour and a half, and then everything kind of just starts closing down. But if you wanted to browse and then do something tomorrow, you definitely could, and then come back to them.
Yeah, if the shops are closed, that makes browsing less fun.
Oh, you
He's
meant...
going to party with the other raptors at the inn.
Oh, okay, excellent, excellent. All right, and so we've got assuming 2 for browsing, 1 for partying at the inn. What are the other 2 doing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go along and browse too.
Okay, excellent. And you, Zedek?
Is there like a rocking chair or something like on a porch right outside the inn, or that kind of thing, or am I gonna have to make something? Because all I want to do is just get up on a little rocking chair, put my feet up, put the cigar in my mouth, have my flask, my hat pulled down, drink every so often, and just wait till it gets the good night, good dark night, so I can say my prayers to Heth and then go to bed. But I just want to chill out, and if people come by, I'll talk to them and stuff. But I want to just smoke a cigar, drink a little bit, and sit out on the porch like old Grandpa used to do.
Well, you're in luck.
You
There's
want
some...
to find a lawn and tell people not to be on it.
Oh my...
Oh no! See, I am not that. I am in the stage before that. I'm the one that's gonna tell you, I
Here's
saw
some good advice for your life.
Yeah. Here's what you can do with your life. Now, catch me in 2 years. I will be the guy that's shaking my little raccoon fist, going, "Get off the lawn."
Well, you're in luck because there's some outdoor seating. It's not necessarily rocking chairs, but they're kind of high back chairs, so you can kind of sit comfortably in them. A little bit of wicker, so you will kind of sink a little bit, but it should be perfect for you.
I want to use I seriously want to use my little scrounge craft ability. If there are some things that I can find around here to make just a temporary modified rocking chair out of those things, because what else am I going to use the ability for?
Okay, well, let me see. Do you have to make a roll for that or no? Because I don't... Let me see. Is it just something that you can do?
It says I'm proficient with Tinker's tools. Additionally, I have the ability to construct crude but functional versions of common items using materials present in surroundings. I spend 10 minutes to craft these materials into a tool or a piece of... Well, okay, it's a tool or a piece of adventuring gear, so really maybe not.
No, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna let you do that. I'm gonna let you tinker around.
Rocking chair is adventurous.
Yeah, exactly. It can be used as
There's a combat
weapon.
wheelchair I've heard a lot of good things about.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
you look around and you kind of see that there are some old wagon wheels laying against or near the entrance of the inn. And you think that you could probably split them in half and actually attach them to the bottom of the chairs with no problem at all. And
Yeah.
that way modify it into a sort of rocking chair-esque kind of design.
Yeah, and it will essentially Scroungecraft items though will function for an hour before falling apart. So I get a good hour of rocking before uh it falls apart.
Before you basically commit property damage. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I will leave some money. Uh, I will do the right thing. I will leave a little note pinned to the half wheels that I messed up. You go, if you didn't want me to use it, you should have put it away properly. But here's some money for you anyway.
Okay, well, you go and do basically all of that. You get your rocking chair set up, and you basically just sit in bliss, cigar smoking out your mouth. You're getting ready for the night to fall, and the others leave and go off to do their browsing. Now, is there a certain store that you guys want to hit up first, or is it you just want to kind of check them all out quickly before heading to bed?
I want to browse in a true aimless sense of browsing.
So, like window shopping, basically, you're just like walking by, seeing
Yeah.
whatever. Okay.
Like, I want to be in someone else's working environment, but not actually doing anything or be there for a reason.
Oh, so like that type of customer.
No, browsing. Customers buy things. I am a
That's
browser.
right. Okay. Well, the first place that is the place that is closest by is going to be the apothecary. Um, you walk in. It's run by a sorry, a Corvum who basically just is bent over, looks old and frail, and you kind of go by the window, but you walk in just to kind of see what else there is, because it seems like a much bigger shop than what you see on the outside. And he just says, "Oh, let me know if you need anything. I'll be right here, just cleaning up before we shut down for the night." Okay,
It's
I
5
guess
minutes
I'll go fuck
It's 5 minutes
myself.
before close. I will browse even harder.
Oh dear, this is going to be a long night.
I don't like this.
Once I'm thoroughly convinced that I need absolutely nothing in here for no reason I can think of, I will then leave without saying anything.
Have a great night. What the fuck? So you leave the shop, and I'm assuming everyone's kind of following in tow. They're not buying anything, they're just copying what he's doing.
I'm not really shopping anything. I'm just following everyone else. So yeah.
Okay, excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
So you keep going. You find yourself at the sorry, the bookbindery. And before you can even make it in, the owner runs to the door and flips the sign saying, "No, no, no, we're sorry, we're closed, have to close early." And immediately all the lights go off.
I will stand there looking in the window for a good 5 minutes, confused and indignant.
Tug on the door just in case. Like,
Oh my god, you guys. You just
are
kind
you
of.
sure?
Can you guys make me a perception check?
15?
10. 13. 13.
You both notice that the Mapak owner is standing in the darkness, just staring at you, watching in hatred as you try to open the door and
I don't
just
touch the
stand
door.
there.
I
Oh
don't
no,
touch the
not
door.
you. You just kind of see it looks like lights in the darkness just staring at you, and you can tell that there's a type of hatred coming out of them. And he's just wishing that you go away.
Eventually I do, but not because he wants me to.
Alrighty. And the final
I'll
place
just
that you
wave.
he
I'll just
doesn't
wave as we walk off. Just
he doesn't wave back. His eyes just follow you as you disappear. And the final place that you come to is Eliza's cart, and it looks as though she's starting to kind of close up for the night, and says, "Oh, sorry guys, you just missed me. Um, have you settled into the tavern yet?"
It's adequate.
Well, I'm glad at least one of you is happy. Well, they'll treat you right, that's for sure. I'm assuming the other two friends, back there having a good time.
Gonna
I
look
don't
back
know.
at the raccoon like sitting on his trash chair and shrug and say, "He looks fine to me."
Oh yeah, love my trash chair.
Oh,
Is B still playing with bones?
bone. Oh, and no. So as far as you know, B is partying with the innkeepers, and you can kind of hear loud laughing and glass breaking, uh, as if they are basically getting a little too drunk, with each other and causing all sorts of chaos within the tavern. But
You can
you're
just kind of hear like faint bee cackling along with the
yes.
other raptors.
You just kind of hear like murmurs of honey, bones, cackling. You don't really know what's going on, but you assume that it's a good time. Uh, so you point your attention back to Eliza. She says, "Well, good news. I was able to talk to the magistrate for you guys. Um, they will be coming by tomorrow, so just kind of look out for something from them. As for me and my shop, unfortunately, I have nothing set up right now. But if you come back in the morning, I can guarantee you that my stock will be refreshed.
refreshing or refreshed.
Both, hopefully.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I must bid you adieu." And she kind of picks up her cart. "I need to rest, because I got an early date tomorrow. But you guys have fun in the inn. Look out for the magistrates tomorrow, and we'll be good. Once you're done, come find me." And then she kind of wheels her cart off to the destination of, it looks like this half-heaped tent on top of a dead tree. And that seems to be her place of temporary residence within the village.
I'll lean over towards Hart. She doesn't seem trustworthy at all.
Merchants rarely are, but at least she's not likely to stick a knife in you, I suppose.
I want to make a
Unless someone
rebuttal,
pays
but
her.
yeah, I'm
Uh,
sorry.
Regardless, there doesn't seem to be much of a nightlife in this town.
no, very quiet. I like that part.
Aside from the chirps of toads and other insects and fauna life, or yeah, fauna life within the swamp that surrounds the little village, it seems pretty quiet. There doesn't seem to be too much nightlife. It seems most of what happens during the day, uh, which you don't find odd in these parts, especially in the swamp areas, because it does get a little bit more dangerous at night. Um, but are you guys ready to kind of head back to the inn?
Yeah, I'm 10.
Okay. So you guys head back. You enter the inn, passing. Sorry, I don't know why I'm dying. Uh, Passing Esmond as he's on his basically trash chair. And Esmond, you do know that your chair is coming to an end very shortly. So you basically finish up your nightly prayers and basically get ready to compensate whoever's whoever cares about this.
About those wagon wheels, but I really do leave a sternly worded letter that if you didn't want somebody to use these, you should have put them away properly.
Are you
And
going?
then I also leave a couple of coins near them as well.
That's okay. That's what
With
I
the note.
was. That's what I was thinking. So you guys head in, and you find B passed out on the ground, and the owner's saying, "Whoa, what a party! Oh, your friend definitely knows their drinks and their mead, and oh, so fun."
But not his limit.
No, I I don't think anyone knows that, unfortunately. Sorry, didn't mean to kill you.
I'm gonna just look down at him. Should we drag him to his room?
No.
Can I make like a save or something to like stumble awake?
Yeah. Sure. Why don't you make me a? Let's do a Constitution save.
Oh boy. A 13.
You kind of come and be like, no, I'm not sleeping. I'm ready for bed, and you kind of like stumble up, but you're very you're very unsteady. Um,
I will.
you think you could make it to the room, but you might need help.
I will assist B. The rest of you have a good night because I've gotten up from the chair. I'm heading into the room anyway. So yeah, I'll help B. And
I'm just gonna
Good night.
shrug then and say, yeah, good night.
Damn,
Oh.
like Heartless Derv's just like, okay, bye, and then like
Oh, yeah.
leaves.
There will be no enabling.
if I could be one of those. If it really functionally worked like that, I could be one of those jerks that just goes, cure poison, and then your good time's ruined. But I'm not going to. So yes, I help B in, and then I will go to my room and hit the sack myself.
Okay, excellent. And when you guys get upstairs, you notice that all the rooms are basically the same. They're not super spectacular in any way, shape, or form, but they are spacious. Um, they each have a small wardrobe, a somewhat average-sized bed, and each room has its own circular window, which opens basically like this or like that. It doesn't go up or down. It opens on a swivel, which is pretty nifty, but ultimately makes the outside of where the rooms are look absolutely atrocious. Um, and you kind of just saunter into bed. You do your thing. And do you guys go to bed immediately, or do you try and stay up a little bit?
I'm going right to sleep.
Yeah, I
B.
probably have. I might have like a snack
Okay.
as I get ready for bed, but that's about as complicated as I'm going to get.
Okay. And soft. What were you saying?
Oh, B like passes out, like gets to a perch and just is knocked out.
Nice, nice. And
Like armor on and everything, didn't take it off.
oh my god, that's a total Estrada move right there. And then we got
Not everybody's emulating your character's neck.
fuck you. Yes, they are. Don't at me. And then let's see, Esmond and sorry, I need to get my campaign up. It just decided to do something weird. So Esmond and Clove, what are you guys doing? Are you staying up or you're just going right to bed?
Okay. Since I have the plan for tomorrow morning, the dastardly plan in my mind for tomorrow morning, which I'll fill everybody in a second. I will just tuck myself into bed and put my hat over my face because I don't want any of that nasty sunlight hitting my eyes when I wake up. And I'll just snore constantly into my hat.
Okay, that is a plan. And I'm assuming, Clove, you're gonna do your own thing.
Yeah, I might tinker with some of my stuff, but I won't stay up too terribly late, and then just go to bed.
Okay. So basically, some time passes, and Durf, you're kind of just finishing up your snack, and you're starting to kind of crawl into bed and get nice and cozy. Uh, Clove, you're doing your thing. You're still feeling like you want to stay up a little bit longer. You don't want to go to bed immediately. Uh, Now, Durf, you kind of lay down in bed, and once your head hits the pillow, you hear like a splorching noise. And it sounds like water moving or some sort of liquid, but it's not coming from the pillow.
That's good.
Now, it sounds like it's coming from underneath the bed.
Okay. Um, and I'm sure this is a sound. It's not my mind playing tricks on me.
You're pretty sure, because you go quiet for a second just to listen, and it stops, but then you can kind of hear it again. It sounds like something wet is dragging against a dry surface.
I feel completely justified and losing no dignity. I will look under the bed for what is going bump in the night.
Okay. You get out of bed, and you look under the bed, and you see...
I grab my shovel first.
You grab your shovel. Okay. So you go into a defensive position, look under the bed, and you see nothing. Esmond, we're going to switch it over to you, buddy boy. You are sound asleep, but then you hear a strange sound that kind of wakes you out of your slumber. It's like an... You look around, you don't see anything in the room, but you do notice that the room's a bit colder. Now, can you do me a favor and roll me perception?
Sure. That is a 12.
A 12, huh?
With bonuses, yep.
Excellent. Well, as you're trying to figure out why the room is so cold, you look and notice that the window is open. Now, it's funny because you didn't open that window. That window was closed when you first came in. But you notice that there's a weird grimy streak across the window pane, and a mysterious liquid is dripping from it onto the floor.
Okay, well, I bend down, pull up, finger, drag it across the mysterious substance, right in my mouth.
So before you can even try to put it in your mouth, your finger gets stuck to the ground.
Oh, well, that's not great. Okay.
Would have been worse if it was in your mouth.
Well, at least I then would have been able to know what it was. Now I'm just stuck to it.
Now,
Right.
now, Durf, we go back to you. There's nothing under your bed. You look around, you look on the side, there's nothing there either. You suspect, okay, maybe my mind is playing tricks on me. You get back into bed, and you think nothing of it. You put your head back, and you hear the noise again.
Same place.
Same place, sounds like it's coming from under the bed, but closer.
Okay. I'm going to try to stealth my way out of bed and not scare it off.
as soon as you try to move, you can't. You are stuck to the bed.
Stuck to the bed.
And as you try to kind of wiggle free, you look to your left towards a wall, and you see a blob forming next to you. We're gonna go back to. We're gonna go.
I'm going to practice the world's oldest form of self-defense and scream like a child.
Okay, at that same time, Esmond, you hear that scream immediately, and as you turn to try and free yourself, you notice a blob forming its way around your feet.
No. That does not happen. Well, I mean, it does happen, but
That does not okay, so never mind, you guys wake up, it's the next day. No, I'm just kidding.
no. My first response is, oh, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know who you are. Guiding bolt the crap out of that stuff right at my feet. It's like,
Oh yeah. So before we
Property
get to
damage.
that mess, I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative, including the party members who are either asleep or awake in their rooms.
17.
I got a 9.
Let's see.
17.
Okay. Sorry, one moment. So we have Kevin and Soft at a 17. Which one of you guys want to go first?
Softkin.
Oh, okay. I guess.
I'll scream just a little bit longer.
Oh, okay. I love it. Let's see. And then we had, let's see, B at 17. Okay, and sorry, what was your other guys' rolls?
13.
13 for Katie. Okay. And
18.
18. Okay. And Oliver?
9.
18. Okay. Well, isn't that fun? 9. Alrighty. So, first to go is Esmond. You're noticing this thing forming around your feet. You try to move and you can't. And it starts to kind of go up a little bit more. What is your reaction to this thing?
Like I said, I'm in there, one finger stuck to the ground. This is really annoying. I see this stuff start to gather on my feet, and I'm like, no. This is the only way this happens. And I just aim basically a guiding bolt at the pile of muck at my feet. I don't ask questions.
Damn, you're going for the fucking kill. Okay. Sure.
I just melt shit if
Sure,
I can.
make that roll.
15, 20. It's a 15 to a 20. 20
Yeah,
to hit.
you hit that thing no problem. Make that damage roll, dude.
15 damage.
All right, you blast it. In doing so, you blast a small hole in the floor as well.
Property damage, Esmond. That's my name.
Yep. The what appears to be this gelatinous thing explodes throughout the room, but then reforms into a weak little worm thing that tries to still kind of make its way towards you. Are you gonna do anything else on your turn, or is that gonna be it?
Well, that's okay. So when I do that, does it allow me to move, or am I still kind of stuck to the ground?
Make a, you know what? Make a dexterity check on that.
That's an 8.
You try, but you cannot get your finger unstuck from the floor.
Well, I guess we're gonna get the floor unstuck from the floor next. So I won't
Property
do
damage the game.
I can't do anything else right now. So I'm standing there, still trying to pull my finger off the floor and just Well, there is some not safe for work language that follows. I will not do that at this time. So whoever's next is free to go.
Okay, the next one is B. Now you are woken up by the ungodly scream that comes from Durf's room.
Am I woken up?
You're very groggy. Um,
Okay.
so you're still feeling the effects of just being drunk, so you're going to be at a disadvantage if you try to make any attack rolls. Uh,
Okay.
so what would you like to do?
Well, for starters, does B even know which room that is?
Let's make it fun. You want to do me a you want to do me a insight check?
Sure. 17?
You're able to kind of pinpoint. It's a little tricky at first, but you're actually able to pinpoint where the screaming is coming from. It's consistent enough where you're actually able to kind of like bullseye it.
All
It's
right.
the room
Well,
is actually kind of somewhat diagonal towards yours.
B's gonna get up, I guess, and like stumble towards the door and like slam it open if he can and go, B is here. And what does B see?
So you stumble into Durf's room, blasting open the door in a drunken stupor, and it's just like, what?
I
And
will repeat my exact same scream.
you see Durf stuck to the bed, and his sheets turn from normal into this weird bluish pink color, and it's just kind of liquidy moving around.
Is it considered a creature?
It is absolutely a creature. It is, in fact, it is a sticky slime.
Okay, well then B's going to use command.
Oh, okay.
Um, and uh have it like he's gonna use command to basically say like get away so it like flees basically.
Okay, let me take a look at that because I just want to
You
see.
need to do a wisdom saving throw. It needs to be
Oh,
Are these a
okay.
type of creature we may be familiar with?
You personally have not run into them. Durf, you may be a little bit more knowledgeable, uh, but everyone else has not run into these creatures before. Okay, so command. What I have to make a saving throw, wisdom saving throw. Oh,
Oh
great.
yeah. Well, that's if it understands language.
Does it have a mind?
Well, it's sentient. I know that. So
Okay, so then
Right.
yes.
yeah, if
Yeah, we'll
they're
go with yeah.
sentient, I would assume so. Well, they
Yeah,
do have a
yeah.
wisdom score, so yes. Um,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, so do golems.
Well, if you're trying to make it do an intelligence check, its intelligence is a 1. So, let's see. We're going to do a wisdom. And that's at a -2. It failed as fuck that roll, so
Awesome.
do what you
So
want.
I'm like, get away! And basically, I'm gonna have it do like the flee action. So it's going to try and move as far away from me as possible, and hopefully, I'm close to the door, I'm close to the bed that it spends its turn moving away from me as fast as possible.
So it hears your command, and it immediately stops in trying to envelop Durf. Uh, and it basically just, I don't know what the movement would be. It would just, it flows away like a wave. It flows away and quickly goes behind the wardrobe, and it hides there.
Alright. And I guess that will be B's turn.
Okay. Durf, your turn.
So this has gotten off of me, and I'm free now, or am I still stuck?
So you still have kind of like a residue that may have you stuck to the sheets, but give me a dexterity roll to see if you can kind of detach yourself from those sheets.
12.
Hmm. Hold on,
Now,
let me just check real quick.
if I'm stuck and it's still close to me, I do have a plan.
So it's gone away from you, and you get off of the bed, but the sheets are attached to you. So you're going to be disadvantaged if you're going to be doing anything dexterous, but you can still
Is,
attack.
is the sheet animated in any way?
No, the sheet is
Or is
not
it just
animated.
a sticky piece of fabric?
It's just really sticky.
Okay, gross.
Yeah.
Um,
it's like imagine if you just laid on like the adhesive on like a sticky note, but more gross.
yeah. Um, I really don't like being inside um, because of things like this. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave to get it even farther away from me.
Okay.
Uh, and we will up the property damage by a significant
God,
margin.
you guys really do like just. It's like fuck this place in particular. Like, all right, so Thunderwave. Does it have to make a saving throw?
Constitution saving throw
Oh, good.
as
That's
a 15-foot cube of thunder smacks out from me.
let's see. Does a 13 make it?
13 is my DC.
So I'm assuming that's a no.
So, correct. It'll take half damage.
Okay.
So half of 9, it'll take 4.
Oh.
I rolled the wrong dice. Hold, please. Oh, that is significantly better. Half of 14. I did 7.
Does 7. Okay.
And because it passed its save, it is not pushed away from me. However, some of the slimy sheet and other problem stuff maybe just be like flung away. I would like to see a splat.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of see just a thunder wave come and like electrocute this thing that's hiding behind the wardrobe, and the wardrobe gets singed, but doesn't catch fire. Thank God.
Thunder, not lightning.
Oh, sorry, thunder. Yeah, no, it gets rattled definitely. It doesn't split up, but it stays behind the wardrobe as it's fucking terrified at this point. Um, and in doing so, your thunderwave has actually kind of loosened the sheet that's attached to you, and it flops to the floor like a wet blanket.
Because it is.
It's gross, disgusting. Clove, you heard screams and thunder coming from one room, and a basically explosion coming from another room. What would you like to do? It is your turn.
That's a great question.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm
Screw
also
you guys.
I am also still screaming. I do not like this thing at all.
Thank
So-
God you got those noise canceling headphones.
Yeah.
I can make those. I'm an artificer. I could do that. I think. I don't know.
There's a second level spell that'll do it called deafness.
I have silence.
That'll work.
It'll work if you're in the same room.
So I'll go and kind of like poke my head and be like, what's going on?
Okay, are you going into Durf's room or Esmond's room?
Durf's because it's noisier.
Okay, fair.
Mhm.
So you see Durf standing next to bunches of sheets screaming, and you see B just kind of there with him, and they're both staring at a wardrobe, and you can't really see why they're staring, but there's a lot of sludge in the room.
Should I just not be here? Should I go?
There's a slimy thing, and it touched me.
B thinks it
Fuck.
was eating Durf.
Fuck, that
If you want-
killed me, bro.
If you want privacy, just close the door and maybe just be quieter.
I don't want privacy. I want no slimy thing in my room touching me.
Ah, fuck! I dropped my thing. That killed me. Fuck. So, would you like to do anything after hearing this information?
Like, I'm just pointing at the cabinet with the shovel. It's over there.
I'm just really confused. I don't know what's going on.
So you kind of see the cabinet wobble a little bit, and you start seeing the slime kind of come out from underneath it, and it pokes up almost what seems to be like a false head, but it's just like a dome sort of thing.
It needs to run away from me. It's constantly trying to get as far away as possible from me because of fear.
Yeah, so it looks out and sees you, and it tries to move again, and it sees its only exit is the door. So it's going to try and move out towards you. So Clove, you have a you have a slime hardly moving towards you.
I'm gonna try and whack it with my quarterstaff.
Okay, you're gonna try and whack it. Okay, go ahead and try and do some damage.
So that's a 1.
You do not whack it. Instead, you split it in half, and it becomes 2 slimes.
You're not helping?
I tried! I don't know what you want from me!
Less slime, not more. I thought I was clear.
The good thing is that you actually were able to, in splitting it, make it weaker. But now you have 2 slimes hardly racing, trying to pass through you and out the door.
Like, through me or like under me?
Under you. Sorry, I didn't mean like, yeah, they're trying to go through your body like the like a ghost. Alrighty, is that your fuck, is that your turn for now?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna go back to the sticky in Durf room, or the sticky slime in Durf's room. Yeah, it is rushing out. It doesn't care who's in its way. Um, it's going to just try and go right by and what's it called? Get away from all of you. So it goes underneath Clove, and it's going to try and go out the door, and that provokes a opportunity to react. So Clove, you can redeem yourself,
Or make it worse.
or make it worse and make more slimes.
Don't jinx me before I even know what I'm gonna do.
Split it again. Split it again so there's one for everyone.
Yeah, it's your own personal slimes.
I don't want it.
What?
I don't want it.
You're gonna make some great food tonight.
No. The only thing I have is like shocking grass, but I don't want to.
Oh darn! I think Katie just locked up right when she was gonna say the best line ever.
I don't want to touch it. she'll be back, but that. So we'll kind of wait on that, but while we're waiting for her to get back in. So Hart, we're gonna go to you.
Okay.
Now you are rudely awoken by again screams, yelling, bickering, and uh,
Thunder.
thunder. And Katie,
Mhm.
we will get back to your reaction in just 1 second, okay? Uh, what would you like to do?
Where? Okay. First off, obviously, I'm running out of my room. Where are these two rooms in relation to each other in the hallway?
So
Because there's commotions in two rooms, correct?
there's commotions in 2 rooms. You're at the far end of the hallway.
Right.
Durf's room is somewhat at the beginning of the hall. So you do notice Clove standing in the doorway of that room. And you notice this thing trying to go out from underneath her. And sorry. Uh, Esmond's room is right next to yours. So you kind of heard him yelling profanities, and a boom, and that's pretty much what you have. And his door is closed, but you can still get into the room.
Okay. And this thing is sneaking up beneath Clove. Is it moving like it's clearly a sentient creature, or could I mistake it for some sort of just like liquid that's flowing out?
It looks to be actually. You know what? Roll a perception check.
Okay. That is going to be. I'm not super great at these, but that's a natural 20.
That you suspected it was liquid from your first kind of glance, but if you look a little bit deeper, you notice that it's moving with purpose, and liquid does not do that.
Okay. If it's in range, if it's moved past Clove so that she's not like a bystander, I am going to rage, manifest the antlers as my natural melee weapon, and make a reckless attack to just sort of like pin it to the floor with my antlers.
Okay, go and try and pin a liquid to the floor. Go for it.
Okay, that is going to be on a reckless attack. 21 is my attack roll there.
Yeah, you hit it, and there are two. So you hit one of the two moving slimes. Now, go ahead and do some damage.
That is going to be 7 damage. Normally it is bludgeoning damage, but considering that I'm trying to pin it, if you want to make it piercing, your discretion, I guess.
Whatever you did, it stops moving and it just flattens out and becomes a normal type of liquid. It's still sticky in nature, but whatever you did, it's dead. Now there's still one more slime, and uh, Clove, you get to redeem yourself by trying to take out the slime with that reaction there.
Okay.
Do you
I don't
want
know. I guess I'll hit it with my stick again.
to? Okay, make the roll.
I mean, that is some sound stuff. I mean, I assume if you hit it enough times and if it does split, it's still going to be weaker.
Yep,
Split it enough times, it can't split it anymore.
absolutely. Yep.
17.
17 absolutely hits. Let's see what you do to this thing.
Okay, so 12.
You obliterate this thing. You basically hit it in a way that you kind of learned from your mistake the previous time, and you knew that you probably should have aimed a little bit differently in it. And that also becomes just sticky liquid, not moving, just there. Now, uh,
Ha!
Heart, your antlers are just covered in this gross, disgusting, sticky liquid. It comes out. You're probably thinking it'll come out no problem with water, and a little bit of hoove power, or hoovel be no. What is that? Elbow grease? Yeah, animals have elbows. Um, but it's just it feels wrong.
Tell that to a starfish, Nick. Tell that to a starfish.
Listen, okay, whatever. Uh, Now it goes to the slime uh in Esmond's room. This thing is just trying to slither at you quickly. And it still has some power left in it to try and get back at you for what you did to it. And it's going to, excuse me, it is going to try and just uh, basically lash out at you. I need to get a die roll in there. Just bear with me.
It's okay.
So, I'm assuming a 6 does not hit.
Well, if I was asleep, what was I wearing for? Well, no,
A
because
6?
even with
Mhm.
my dexterity is not that great, but I don't have any penalties, so yeah, it wouldn't hit.
Okay, yeah, it tries to hit you by basically just slapping out at you, and it fails miserably, and it just kind of flops to the side. And it seems clearly agitated, but it seems very weak. And Esmond, it is your turn.
Technically, it's still glowing from my guiding bolt, right?
It's still glowing, yes.
Yes. I already got one hand pinned down. I don't really have my weapon. If you're going to be honest, I don't really have my weapon on me because that stuff is near the edge of the bed, and I got right off the bed and dealt with it. But I don't need weapons to solve this problem. I will use. You know what? I will. I will. I will. I don't know if this will work though. Let me make sure that it's got to be on the next attack roll made against. Okay. Yeah. I will. I will chain guiding bolt it. I will. Yeah, that's what I will do. I will use the benefit from the last one to. No wait. Next attack. Well, it says attack roll. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
guiding bolt.
Yep.
Doesn't tackle.
Yeah.
I will use my next. I will use the previous guiding bolt to guiding bolt it again.
Okay,
With
damn, you're just
granted.
going overkill with it. Go
Yeah.
for it.
That's a 1924 to hit.
You hit. I'd like you to just explain, or tell me how this next guiding bolt goes out. How does it end the life of this creature?
Yeah. So when I'm proudly partially bent over because one finger is still stuck to the ground. So I got my other hand out, and it's in that kind of just stay back kind of thing, and I basically pull an Iron Man. You get a repulsor beam of guiding bolt from like the palm of my hand, and just
It basically.
splatter what's remained against the wall.
Oh shit. Doing that evaporates it, and whatever was there is just gone now. So that is the end of the battle. And basically, you guys hear just a lot of noise coming from Esmond's room. And I'm assuming you guys want to run over and kind of check up on him.
I'm going to just crash through the door, still ready to fight just in case.
You knock the doors off the hinges, and you barge into his room and see a lot of burn marks and holes in the floor and walls. And Esmond is standing there with his finger on the floor, uh, basically
My
looking like he just fought an army.
my other hand on the flask, which I am now going to do two things. I'm going to see if alcohol will help break this by pouring just a little bit of my flask on my finger area, and then a little bit in my mouth because I got to make sure I don't have any slime in my mouth as well. So
The alcohol works like a charm, and it instantly frees your finger once poured on the slime or adhesive slime trail.
anybody else have any problems?
It touched me.
God, fucking peak comedy. I love it.
Is going to like stumbling, kind of still a little tipsy, and go, "B ran it off." Yes.
I just I showed this one the way of the light, and we're good. So are you physically okay, Durf?
I will be. I'll be fine.
So I asked that, and then I quickly walk over and I just start inspecting, like, Durf. I make
I keep you a
hands
couple
off.
of length away.
hands off, though. I stand around and I'm looking and I'm checking, like visually checking with a medicine check. I don't think it matters too much, but I rolled it anyway just in case. I don't want to do that. That would be a 13, but I am going to still give him that look over and see if there's anything inherently like damage that I don't think would heal with a little bit of rest.
I only took 3 points of damage.
Yeah,
You may notice my spines have a bit more metal in them than you would expect.
You don't see anything too badly wrong with him. Just maybe like a few bumps and scrapes. He is kind of covered in a residue, but you're thinking that'll kind of wash off with some alcohol and water.
Yeah.
Just in that instance, one of the innkeepers comes up, frantic. What's going on up here?
I'm gonna turn towards the innkeeper while they're doing whatever they're doing back there, and with my arms crossed, I'm gonna say, there were creatures in 2 of the rooms. We need to search every room now.
Creatures, and then he kind of looks and sees the slime still dripping from the window while it was open. Oh no, not again! Those blasted creatures! God fucking damn it! Well, I'm sorry for that. I'll have my crew search the other rooms and make sure that there's nothing in there, and we're gonna, if you don't mind, we're gonna lock the windows tonight.
Yeah.
And as in lock them, I mean we're gonna bolt them shut until further notice.
I am sorry about the condition of the room, but
Tis quite alright.
they don't. They didn't want to talk, so.
It's they don't. They're slimes, and they're unfortunately common to this area. Now, I'll apologize. I'll get these rooms cleaned up. I'll get you guys cleaned up, and then we'll make sure that
Refund.
absolutely your rooms are refunded. But please stay the night, rest up, and we'll keep watch on you to make sure that this does not happen again.
I'll help you search the rest of the rooms.
Okay, perfect. So while I'm sorry.
Is there enough goo anywhere that I can kind of scoop up and put in one of my alchemist bottles?
You can
Yes.
probably take it off my antlers. I haven't cleaned them yet.
You can actually, you can get it from 2 places: his antlers, the window in Durf's room, or basically
Durf's
around your shoes, actually, because it tried
Or
to kind of
right
escape.
next to Esmond's finger.
No, he dissolved that with the alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, next to that.
Oh my god. Well, if you want a pure sample, you can get it off of the antlers of Hart or from around your feet. One of the two
Yeah,
options.
when I see you start to collect this from any other location, I'm just gonna reach up to one of my antlers that has the goo on it and just crack the end off and hand it to you. Like, here.
Oh fuck, that's badass! Oh
And then it's
my
and
god!
as everyone's sort of giving me this like what the look, I'm just gonna shrug and say they'll grow back.
Every time you
Okay, but
rage.
like that's like
Fuck.
break that finger
Exactly.
off.
Thank you.
Yeah, you hear this like
It wasn't that big
ungodly
a deal,
crack.
But thanks.
B and Clove, were you either of you injured in the thing? Durf says he's okay. I just didn't get to talk to either of you.
I'm okay.
B, I have a solution for you. And I hand B my flask. And I hand B my flask. Empty this.
Yeah, so B takes the flask and pours it on the ground.
I meant. Now, that's such a waste.
I'm gonna leave the room and go back to mine.
The innkeeper's like,
Okay, B.
okay, let's just search this so we can get you back to sleep. And Hart, you kind of assist in that searching process and go around the rooms, interrupt Durf's sleep. He just kind of at this point is passed out. You're just kind of making sure that he's safe. And no other rooms seem to be affected, and you seem to be good for the rest of the night. The innkeepers, though, do apply bolts to make sure that the windows do not open again until further notice. So other than that, you guys
Does
have...
that give us a
What?
long rest, or do we get like a short rest because of that interruption?
That interruption only lasted at most 10 to 15 minutes, so I'm going to give you guys a long rest for this.
Free long rest because he paid us back for our rooms.
A free long rest. And in that time, Hart, you have this weird ability that your antlers just regrow from sleep. So now you have a full antler again.
Right? Yeah, I'm good.
The antler trait is strong with you.
Mhm.
So you guys wake up the next day, and you're feeling well rested, you're feeling refreshed. B, you're no longer drunk, but you're slightly hungover. But you feel like you can kind of walk that off. And you all notice a note on the floor right near the door. You kind of pick it up, and it reads, "Meet me down in the tavern, the magistrate."
Oh, okay, Nick, I've got one thing. When I get wherever the magistrate is, when I get probably about 60, well, I think it's 30 feet away from that area, I want to cast, before I go sit down and have this whole discussion, where we all have this whole discussion, I want to cast Zone of Truth in that area so that anybody who goes in that area has got, or stays in that area each round is got to make a save and attempt. So we're not going to have any liars at this party.
Okay, for Zone of Truth, what is the roll, or
Okay.
what do they have to roll to kind of, like, make sure that
Yeah.
they're good to go?
So what I do is I have a 15-foot radius sphere centered on the point of my choice, which would be, like, basically where the magistrate is. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell for the first time on the turn or starts its turn there, it's a Charisma 13 save.
Charisma 13.
Yep, on a failed save, a creature cannot speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
Alrighty. So you're going to be casting that. You guys are kind of coming out of your rooms, and you're coming down to the tavern. Esmond says something under his breath, and you really can't make it out. You're just thinking he's doing some morning prayers or whatnot. And within the tavern, you see at one of the seats this I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep using that word, because not everyone's beautiful. There've got to be some ugly people in the world. I'm sorry.
At least one.
Right, exactly. you see what appears to be this agitated yet kindly dressed Corvum sitting at one of the tables. He ruffles his feathers as he sees you guys and exclaims, "Oh, you must be the adventurers, right?"
Yeah.
Ah, great. My name is Walden Crane. I am the magistrate of this little town of the Reach. Uh, and he kind of sees you, Esmond, and says, "Ah, hello. I noticed something that you did this as you were coming my way. Unfortunately, it didn't work. But nice try. And don't worry, I won't lie to you."
Oh, I'm not worried about you necessarily. I'm worried about another one of our friends who's. I look around for the um for Eliza.
B is going to yell out, um, "Be no lie, be tell truth. B is fearless."
So Eliza is not in the tavern. You don't actually know where she is right now. Um, but Walden Crane kind of looks at you and says, "Yes, we only tell truths at this table. I swear, I would not do anything to mislead you. But now that you're all here, uh, I got word. I knew that you were going to be coming. I got word from Elder Ardwin over in Meadowfen. Well, Eliza actually relayed the message from him. Uh, but nonetheless, uh, I hear that the scorch is spreading. Correct?"
Nod.
Oh,
We ran into something that looked similar on the way here. It may be spreading faster than we had been warned.
oh dear, this is not good. These are some troubling times. Well, I was instructed to warn the elders in Elderheart, and send word of your coming arrival. But before I can do that, I wanted to talk to you about a problem that we're having of our own. Please hear me out. I just need your assistance. And he kind of like leans in a little bit more. Our village's best researcher, uh, Kenna Brightspark, a wonderful, wonderful girl. She went missing a few days ago. And well, she's always in over our head. Blast girl. She went looking for slimes in that damn cave that's nearby. And it's for her research. She's trying to do something that prevents them from coming into the town, and she wants to learn more about their properties. But she ventured into Mockden Caverns, a cave system in the nearby swamps, which is home to those awful things. Which I'm judging from what I've heard from the innkeeps, you've already met some.
Hmm.
Ow, that hurt. Fuck. Sorry. Well, here's what I can tell you. All I know is that she's been gone for a couple days, and her research has been primarily these slimes. I'm hoping that you can please bring her back. And hey, if you manage to reduce the slime population, I'll pay you handsomely. But her safety is priority. But if you kill some slimes, there's some money in it for you.
Does this person go missing often?
The longest that she's been gone has been 2 days. Uh, it's been about 7.
Then I'm sure you don't need me to tell you she may already be dead.
Well, unfortunately, that thought has entered my mind, but I try to stay on the positive things because we really need her. Her research has helped our town survive in these harsh lands. If you can at least try and see if she's still alive and bring her back, then we would be grateful. And I promise the reward will be worth it.
Well, I'm a realist, but I'll go and bring back whatever I can find.
I have just a small question. I noticed some effectiveness of alcohol in dealing with this. Do you have a person here who might use not drinking alcohol, but might use a something for chemical purposes? Bookbinder you have here?
The bookbinder doesn't use alcohol per se. He uses some sort of tree sap. But there is one person who more than likely uses alcohol in their studies and their potions.
Might want to see if we can obtain a little bit for practical use.
I'll forward it ahead that all expenses are on me. For alcohol only.
And then Esmond gets a nice big smile on his face because you did say all expenses for alcohol. So
Oh dear God, what did I do? And then he goes from that to being. So, wait, does this mean you'll help?
I'll help.
We have to.
sure, why not?
Okay.
Clove, yeah, okay. B, you're not afraid, right? B.
A bee shall go, yes.
Oh, thank goodness. Now, here's something else I can offer you. It's a map that will show you the way to the caverns. Now, before you leave, there are two ways to get there. The first is the quickest way, and that leads to the the western entrance. Um, and it's about a day and a half travel, but you're going to go straight through the swamps, right through the middle. The other way is a little bit longer. It's about a 2.5 day trek, but it's a little bit safer. It's out of the way. It's going around the swamps, and you'll be finding a way at the north entrance of the cave system. They both lead to the same areas from what our previous cartographers were able to find. It's just that one is going to probably get you there quicker.
It's been 7 days. We need to get there quick.
Then I wish you guys safety in your travels, and don't hesitate to ask if you need any more assistance. And with that, you guys find yourselves off to the potion sellers to get some alcohol. He goes, "Oh, it's you again. Are you actually here for something, or are you going to torture me?"
Bee was never here. Who are you?
I'm just gonna walk and start looking at something on the other side of the store.
Oh, for fuck's sake, when will this end?
They need alcohol.
Yeah, somewhat not drinking alcohol, but somewhat pure alcohol to kind of dilute some slime issues.
Oh, okay, alcohol, yes. Well, we have some pure rubbing alcohol that we actually have in stock. I unfortunately don't have them in bottles, but I have them in canisters. They're still small, but you can carry them around. I have about 10 on hand that I'm willing to part with. Uh, how will you be paying today?
Well, Walden Crane said that uh, the town would cover the cost as these are going to be used on an expedition to recover a individual.
Oh, you're talking about. I see. Well, in that case, yes. You can take these on the house, and I will bill Mr. Crane. and he hands over the 10 canisters, and you can kind of split them between yourselves, or keep them on one person.
I'm going to leave the shop when he's not looking.
Is there anything I can? Weren't there whatever? Oh, is there anything else I can help you guys with today before you depart?
Do you want any go?
I'm sorry.
Do you want any go?
If you find any in your travels, it might be useful in some potions.
I'm gonna pull out the goo that I took from last night and show it to them.
He looks at it with wide eyes and says, "Oh my, what a specimen! Is that an antler?"
Do you need
Yeah.
those too?
Not particularly, but I could find a use for it. How much are you willing to part with us?
Considering I got it for free, like, whatever.
Oh, you so generous. Thank you. You know what? In that case, these are on the house then. I won't even bother with Crane. It's kind of a pain in the ass anyways, but thank you. This will definitely help me in my studies.
You're welcome.
So you give over the wonderful goo, and I'm assuming your business is done here at the apothecary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We should get going.
You guys head off towards Mockden Caverns. So you basically chose the shorter way, correct?
Yeah, through the
Yep.
that's through the swamp.
Excellent. So
If it comes up, if there's any sort of difficulties, I am proficient in both nature and survival, so I'm prepared to lead the way if no one else really knows how to get through a swampy area.
perfect. So as you progress towards your destination, you're walking down this path, and then it goes from somewhat of a solid dirt to a more wet type of mud. Uh, the fog starts to roll in again, and it grows thick. The air humid and heavy. You walk for some time, nothing seems to jump out at you that seems suspicious. There are loud chirps from native bugs and toads that overwhelm the area. Silhouettes of oversaturated trees and foliage kind of take up most of the your surrounding view. Occasional water splashes can be heard, but you suspect it to be the natural fauna that are just hopping through the swamps. And they're living their best life. Though, Hart, something catches your eye off to your left. First, it looks like just a dead tree stump, but you think you see it move, and then it disappears.
Could I presume this is some sort of dangerous animal?
You presume it could be an animal, but it's not any animal that you've seen. You think
Okay.
that it could just be maybe your eyes playing tricks on you. You're moving through the fog's just heavy enough where it might have just been a tree or something.
I'm still gonna warn everyone else and just say, look for anything that's moving that looks like it shouldn't.
I am super jumpy right
Clove, you hear some small splashes and you think, oh, it's just a toad off to your right. But those splashes seem rapid but quiet. And then there's silence.
I don't like that.
Are you gonna tell the group that that you heard something? You're gonna kind of keep that to yourself.
I don't want to be a bother if I don't have to be, so I'm just gonna keep it to myself.
Okay, that's fair. You get further down the road, and things start to get a little darker. You suspect that you've been walking for most of the day, and it just seems like endless swamp. Uh, you kind of think it's best to start setting up camp somewhere. Uh, and Hart, I'd like you to make either a nature or survival check.
Okay. Make a survival check. It's a 10.
Okay. So you kind of almost miss it at first, but you come to an area where the trees are closer to the road, and it seems to be a little bit a mixture of dry path and wet path. Uh, you actually didn't notice at first, but you took a little bit of a closer look, and you actually see that some of these trees have hollowed out bottoms to them, big enough to actually kind of camp inside. And you suspect that because the fog is so thick, that anyone who's walking by, especially at night, wouldn't be able to immediately see you if you are inside those trees.
Okay. I'm going to point them out, and I'm going to say if we need to stop, this is probably the safest thing that we can find. Note I'm not saying safe, safest.
Yep. And I have a little solution. So if we do need to stop, well, I guess you don't have to worry about that. Actually, nobody needs hit dice right now. I don't think.
Okay. So you guys choosing to stop here, or you want to kind of continue on a little bit?
No, it's
How
fine.
how far are we from the place?
You assume you've basically traveled about probably about, I want to say 3/5 of the way there. It's still going to take another half day to get to your destination.
Okay, then we sleep. We need to be careful though, not only because obviously there are dangerous creatures in a swamp, but we know these slimes are active at night, and we're getting closer to their cave, so we can expect to run into them at some point.
Just as you kind of start getting your stuff set up, Hart, not Hart, sorry. Everyone hears this loud cackling,
Look at me.
and it sounds like it's not B. B has their mouth shut and is also looking into the air trying to figure out where this is coming from.
Mm.
Hart, you immediately recognize this cackling. And it's the same cackling as when you were in the woods the other night after Frey had escaped.
Um, I'm just gonna yell out. If you're out there, come out, save us all some time. Let me kill you now.
You thought you could get the upper hand on me, eh? And
I don't need the upper hand.
that's not what you thought when I first battled you. And out from the fog comes Frey, dragging their short sword on the ground, a bandage covering the shoulder in which you had pierced with the javelin, or whatever you threw. I can't remember. I think it was a javelin.
It was a javelin.
Yeah, from the javelin wound. Oi, think you just kill me, eh? Ha!
Yeah, I do think that.
Well, you're wrong. You know why you're wrong? Because you just fell into my trap.
Better be a good one.
In that instance, as you finish your sentence, 3 arrows whiz into the area. We're going to do a little bit of rolling. Those 3 arrows go towards B, Durf, and you, Hart. So let's see. Durf does a 10 hit.
No, AC 14.
Okay. Heart does a 10 hit.
Nope. AC 14.
Damn. Clove does an 8 hit.
Wait, what am I checking?
Your AC.
Armor class.
No.
So those 3 arrows whiz by, and they all land right in front of each of you who were targeted. And Frey just looks at it and goes, God damn it! Oi! Time to fight, Nin!
Okay,
And
I'm going to immediately charge.
You're going to immediately... Okay, you're going to charge
Yeah.
towards Frey?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start running towards her, and in that instant, 4 Mawpock bandits jump out from the fog and surround you guys. And you're just in the heat of the moment, and you're about to attack. But for reasons of which I have to do, we're going to have to end our session there.
Okay.
It's a good
So we
start.
start an initiative.
If
So
you
we'll
guys,
start with
yeah,
an
if you
initiative or
want to
something?
roll your initiatives now, that way I can have it on hand for
Well,
tomorrow. That'd be
we'll just start next week. That's
Okay.
usually easier.
Yeah, we'll just
Yeah,
roll it next
because
time.
I'll forget what mine was.
yeah, that's
otherwise.
that's totally fine. All right, well that is where we stop. You guys have made some goddamn progress, and yeah, that slime encounter had me fucking on the floor. Honestly, I absolutely love it. But yeah, that is where we ended tonight, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope my players, you guys, had fun too. I'm sorry I have to end it early, but got stuff going on tomorrow. Have to get up early. Catch us next week or next Friday for more of this, or come back on Sunday and Monday. I almost forgot what days it is for our Curse of the Azure Bonds game and more Waterdeep fun. So yeah. We're just going to end it there. My name is Nick. Find me on BlueAura94YT on Twitter or on the Carpe Nerdus page. Also, check out that awesome Etsy shop, which my sister runs. Fucking dope-ass shit stickers. Her stock will be increasing as time goes on. So if you have any ideas, players, pass them on to her, and she will gladly consider them. I don't think she's gonna make one for you, Kevin. I'm sorry. But that's
You don't know.
I don't know. That's the fun of it. But yeah, that's me. Let's pass it off to let's go to Katie.
I'm Katie. You can find me just about anywhere on the interwebs under Katie Bugs. I don't do a whole lot, but if you want to find me, I'm out there. I'll pass to Oliver.
I'm Oliver. I can't be found anywhere at all besides our Discord, the link of which you can find down below. Not only me, you can find pretty much all of us that are here in there. And they're probably more interesting anyways, so go look for them and ignore me. I'll pass it to Derek.
I'm Derek. You can find me on Twitter at Dirk, DERK, awesome. And Esmond's parting words for the night are, how do you make holy water, Nick?
How?
You boil the hell out of it.
Oh, God, I fucking hate you.
Next session, Esmond's just impaled on antlers.
Yeah, next session instantly, Esmond dies. Bye. Like,
Well,
I have some angry spells I haven't used yet.
it will
ripping
go.
shit. Like
I will go down joking, so don't worry. I will go down.
Perfect.
Oh, and no, wait, and that would be. Wait, Kevin, you haven't gone,
I have not.
and Soft hasn't gone, right?
Correct.
Kevin.
So since Derek's being indecisive, you can track me down at Evil Sales Ass on Twitter. I also run the Sunday and Monday night games. we might have a skip session or 3 coming up over the next couple of weeks. Works crazy, life happens. But until then, we're gonna pass it off to Soft.
I'm Soft. You can find me at Owlbays on, I guess, a lot of social media. Yeah.
Very cool.
Woo!
Woo! Well, other than that, guys, we're gonna shut it down, and I hope you all have a great rest of your night.